You guys, there is a new internet drama that is going around online, and it has to do with this TikTok family called the Resilient Jenkins. They live in a one-bedroom apartment. They've got a baby on the way. They already have 4 kids. People are not happy with the decisions that they've been making and the fact that they are trying to become this family TikTok channel. And you guys will see, I'm honestly the most shocked that they have pets. But we're going to get into what everyone has been saying because there is a lot of opinions that are going around about this particular situation. It's honestly really effed up, the whole thing. It's sad. And I think ultimately people are just trying to give them helpful advice because they want to see these kids in a good environment. It's just a lot. So we are going to break it all down and spill on all that is being said right now. The Resilient Jenkins is a TikTok family that has gone absolutely viral this week with people criticizing their living situation amongst a number of other decisions that they've made. The family consists of dad, Drew, and the mom, Steph, and their 4 kids with 1 on the way. Steph had 2 prior kids to meeting Drew, and Drew had a son prior to meeting Steph. At least that's what everyone thought. You guys will see. And the 2 of them have 1 child together and another on the way, and they also have pets, 2 cats. Steph is a stay-at-home mom, and Drew apparently works all day, every day to provide for their family. They live in a 1-bedroom apartment where the kids sleep on the floor of the living room on foam pads, and the parents are in the bedroom. And this is where most of the controversy has stemmed from because people don't love the decision that they've made as parents, especially when it comes to the sleeping arrangements. People have felt that the kids should be given the bedroom and that they should get bunk beds or something for them. And just noted that it's overall safer if they're in the bedroom, God forbid someone were to come into their apartment, and are also concerned about the kids sleeping in the same space as the kitchen where they could easily turn on the stove or get into something dangerous. And the other part that has people talking the most is the fact that the dad has a PlayStation, which nobody is saying that they're not allowed to have nice things or be able to enjoy life, but they're certainly judging the fact that he has this, claiming that if he sold this, then they could better some of maybe the sleeping conditions for the kids. But there's just some aspects of their life that people cannot wrap their minds around, especially when it comes to the decision to having more children. And the mom wants even more kids, and that's why she's actually posting on social media, because she claims her husband says that if things take off online and they get their finances in order, then they can have even more kids. She posted saying, "Help a girl out. My hubby said if we can flip our financial position, this doesn't have to be our last baby, and I'm really not ready to stop having babies yet." She posted again saying, "Y'all, my hubby said that if I can take our account viral and change our financial situation, he'll hump away and give me as many babies as I want. So help a girl out and share. Follow and help my account so I can make this man a father of 7. So now there's a whole other conversation about the way that she wants to exploit her children in order to gain a following online and make money that way, and people are not having it. This is not sitting right with them at all. But she's been posting this content for a while now, and it hasn't been until this week that it's really started to take off, and not in the way that she probably wanted it to, because people are coming with their criticism and they are making it known that they don't love what's going on here. People have commented and said, "Personally, my dad would never have a fully decked out room while I slept on the floor by the door. Priorities." This was left under a video where she did show off her and her husband's bedroom, writing, "Dad takes his first evening off in 150 days, so him and the kids have a gaming sesh." Another person commented saying, "Bedroom, game system, TV, big bed, neon lights, kids sleeping in the kitchen, and living." And people have kept the comments coming as she's posted even more content of their life.
As you can read in the caption above, we're a family of 6 going on 7 living in a 1-bedroom apartment. As the kids grow older, that means we constantly have to adapt our environment to give them more means for privacy and extra space. When outside our environment appears cluttered, disorganized, what have you. But quite frankly, after making do for nearly 3 years now, I have nothing but a grateful spirit for the roof over our head. Generally, the instant judgment me and my husband receive, "Why have so many kids if you don't have enough space for them?" See, my perception is judgment comes from a place of not having the experience. When you've experienced enough, you generally don't judge people. I can tell you after everything I've been through in the past 3 years, there's very little I have to judge people. I would be lying if I said there wasn't a point in my life that I was so naive that I might have judged a poor person based off their appearance. And like I said, I have learned a lot. I generally look like I'm roughing it, but that's because our kids come first. I do everything I can to keep our environment clean and tidy. When it comes down to it, I could shove everything my kids have in one bedroom of some of these houses I see, and it would would really look like nothing. We try to teach our kids to take care of what they have, be grateful for what we have. We keep praying and pushing for the growth that we want. Appreciate y'all watching. See you in the next video.
And people have been wondering what they're doing other than try and become a family of influencers to better their situation. And people speculated that her husband does Uber Eats and DoorDash, but he denied DoorDashing and claimed that he didn't want to do it. And the two of them went live on TikTok recently where they were answering questions that people had about jobs that he didn't want to do and what he was kind of thinking about in that department.
Why don't I DoorDash? DoorDash is like having a W-2. No, nothing's wrong with a W-2. There's no W-2 that's going to give me $30+ an hour right off the jump of what I need. I've been working since I've been 18 years old. Maybe one of us can work night shift. I worked night shift for 10 years, and she worked night shift for like 6 years. Night shift is not the business anymore. You can do that when you're younger. You can do that you can do that actually anytime, but it's always a choice.
So every person that tries to start something for themselves, they just shouldn't. They should just always be in a W-2. It's the perception here.
I don't have to work night shift. I worked night shift for 10 years. I don't have to work night shift. And nor do I want to. Oh no, they said I'm enjoying being employed. I hate doing whatever I have to do to make money. If I got paid in my life, I got paid enough to work a regular freaking job or whatever the case is, paid my worth.
She has posted that he does detail cars as a side gig, sharing on TikTok, "If y'all in the Portland metro area and looking for car detailing, call my man." Now, once people heard this, they were a little sketched out. They were like, why doesn't this man want a W-2 job? And then it was revealed, you guys, that he actually has apparently another son with another woman, and she has now come out on TikTok to say that this man has been allegedly avoiding child support payments, and obviously if he had a W-2 job, then the child support would be coming from his checks from his W-2 job. So everyone's like, oh, so this is why he only wants to work certain jobs so he can pocket all the money and not have the government be taking his money for child support. She posted the legal documents. She came with the receipts. She wanted to make sure that everybody knew that she was not playing around when she said that he has an older son whom he left at the age of 2.
He has more than one son. Hi, I'm the first baby mama. I'm absolutely embarrassed the fact that that's my sperm donor. That man that everybody's saying they have 2 loving parents walked out of his son's life when he was 2. Okay, hasn't seen his son since he was 5. Because I never not wanted my son to not know his dad. And he's asked, and I've tried. I have receipts. I've tried to get him to be a part. Even his son asked, why can't I see my dad? Mind y'all, when that happened, I reached out to him. He read the message, never replied. So for people that are saying like, oh, they're in a 1-bedroom apartment there with 2 loving parents. No, that's not love. You don't put your kids on the floor. You sacrifice for your kids. You don't put your kids on the floor. His priorities were messed up, and that's why we never worked the fuck. That's why we didn't work out. Yeah, Andrew. I hope you showed up to your court case for your child support. That was on October 2nd. It is October 29th. Andrew's karma is about to do a 360. And while the Oregon's been looking for you, Andrew Alexander Jenkins.
And since all of this has come out onto the internet, the Resilient Jenkins have addressed the situation, and it's not making them look any better.
Let's address the child support thing.
Child support? Okay. The child support and child. I have the one other child, Anthony. I've been paying child support via garnishments ever since I can remember. I worked at a W-2 since I was 18, 19. Worked nights multiple jobs, never made above 22 an hour.
This man has done everything he can
The child
to
support,
provide.
the child support thing. I don't know what to tell anybody. I've been paying for years via garnishment. They've taken out 9-10 grand from taxes, and I let them. I didn't fight any of it. If the other party hasn't received it, that is not on me. I don't have any of that money. I think I owe $6,000 is all I owe, which most of that got taken care of last year, and everything else is via garnishment, except for now, because I haven't gotten. I guess except for now, I'm 4 or 5 months behind. Things happen. It's not like I don't know about it. What else? What else? Huh?
They want to know why you're not involved in stuff.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
I don't need to explain why. I don't need to explain everything.
And people have been calling them out, you guys. People said, "Two lazy bums. Garnished wages mean you refuse to do it, so they had to go into your account to take it so you can be responsible. I had to stop at I've been paying via garnishments ever since I can remember. That means you never paid once, it was ordered, and they had to take it, which is exactly why you don't want a W-2 job. Bye." Paying child support and then having your wages garnished because you did not pay child support are two very different things. So these two are not looking good at all right now. People are just blown away by the way that they are living, continuing to call them out for the living conditions of the children that they have within their home, with people commenting on those videos saying, "Dad has a $500 PlayStation 5 and extra TV in their bedroom, and the kids get foam mattresses in the living/dining rooms. I don't understand. Your children sleep in the living room. Anyone can bust through the door and hurt your children while you and your husband are safe in the bedroom. Make that cozy bedroom that you have into a bedroom for your kids and sleep in the living room. Why do they get foam and you get a bed? Or hear me out, 3 bunk beds in the bedroom and parents sleep on a pullout. Like what? No reason your kids should sleep on the kitchen floor while your room is fully decked out with a PS5 and everything. FYI, a triple bunk bed on Amazon twin size is only $189. You can afford 3 of those for the cost of your PlayStation 5 alone." People have also criticized the fact that she says their goal is to have a tiny house, which people feel like if she wanted to keep expanding her family, then that is just not the thing that they should be planning for. But she seems to be just letting the hate roll off her back.
I have one thing to say to those people. Y'all are entitled to your opinion, and there's a key word in that phrase. I really feel like people just don't even think before they make some of these comments, because I think, quite honestly, a lot before I do anything. My husband and myself thoroughly thought through how much hate we were going to receive for posting and being honest about our living situation. But if I'm being real with you, the folks whose opinions would actually matter, like, say, our apartment manager and the city in which we live in, all of the kids' teachers, really anybody who matters, knows that me and my husband have 4 going on 5 kids, and we are living in a 1-bedroom apartment. Of course, that is not ideal, but not ideal to whose standard? Not everybody has the same opinion of what their housing should look like. In fact, our dreams lie around the potential of one day owning a tiny home. I don't know about the whole tiny home community. Look into it. It's really cool. Whether you choose to agree with our lifestyle or not, that's just it. It's our lifestyle. I could personally never come at another mama who I could see is just doing her absolute best and making the best of the situation in which she's in. And again, that's on you if you want to. It won't stop the constant grind and motivation that me and my husband have to keep this going. You see, we have a whole plan, a whole lot of dreams to continue. If we were to sit and dwell on the hate, that would just take from the time we can be productive.
One thing I'll say though is that I can't believe that on top of all of this, they have pets. Like, what do you mean you have pets that you can barely care for on top of all of the other responsibilities? Because she's made videos talking about not being able to medically help one of them and having to rehome them in September. The reality of being flat broke is knowing you can't do ish about your kid's cat skin infection other than rehome the animal to someone more financially able to handle it. Why do I have to take my baby's baby? I really don't want to. And she commented saying the cat was doing better, so I don't know if they actually did go through with the rehoming, but the cat that she's talking about doesn't seem to be in their content anymore, but it does seem like they got another cat, because this month she posted that they got a kitten. She shared on TikTok, and just like that, we have another little critter because daddy could not say no to his girls. And the other cat in that video is not the one with the skin infection. The one with the skin infection actually has white paws. And she said, Did we need another cat? Hell no, but God knew we did. She fits right in here. Like, it is confusing a lot of people, the decisions that they've made, truly.
This is insanity at its finest. I'm not one to judge a mom, but this is crazy. You have to move your kitchen table out of the kitchen so your kids can sleep on the floor. And then you're having more kids. You're not financially stable with the ones that you have, but you want to grow your family. It doesn't make sense to me. And you speak about judgment in your post. You put this on the internet for everybody to see. Of course, we are going to judge you because we know that it's not right.
Her and her man sleep in the only bedroom of the place, and all the kids sleep in the living room. Bro, that pissed me off. Growing up, I lived in a low-income area in a 2-bedroom with my sisters and my dad. Yeah, my dad, of course, gave his children the bedroom, and he made shift the living room into his own bedroom. My entire life he slept there. Because, like, imagine, God forbid, someone breaks into this lady's house, broke into my house growing up, the living room is going to be the first place they're in.
Because I've also seen a video where she said their dream is to own a tiny home, and it's like, babes, you got an extra large family, y'all can't fit in no tiny home. Not right now, at least. Not right now. So I really do hope the best for her and her family. And I've seen people say, well, at least they got a roof over their head, and I really do understand that. But the quality of the roof matters as well. Again, this is coming from someone who's been in a situation like that. We've shared homes with my aunts and cousins. I literally slept on a couch all the way up to college. I didn't get my own room until college.
And now that she has gained some attention online, people have been purchasing items from her Amazon wish list, and she shared this week saying, "We opened our front door to early Christmas. Thank you everyone who was kind enough to gift us from our wish list. We are planning a live to show the gifts received and give shout outs. You guys are awesome." The whole situation is truly so crazy, and there's just a lot of opinions going around about every part of this. But I want to know what you guys think about what people have had to say about this situation here and what the family has said in response. Let me know your thoughts. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.